And here we are. So, working with text. 3D programs are often used to create some titles, TV titles, movie titles, video titles, any titles with 3D text moving around, bending, doing stuff. And of course, many people want to do the same. They want to work with text in Blender. And as I noticed, and especially on Reddit forum, Blender Help, a lot of people have issue with Blender text, and most of those issue is because people sometimes don't have basic knowledge about 3D and about geometry in 3D, about 3D objects and how they react and how they're made. They just don't want to know that, to learn that. They want to work with text. So why not creating maybe not tutorial, maybe some general introduction and guide how to avoid beginners' mistakes when you work with text in Blender. Okay, enough talk. Let's start. Let's add some text. Okay, even though we are in front view, our text was placed above. And this is the text. If you press edit, you could write whatever you want. Blender. The next thing you will probably do is to try to change the font. This is some default font, B font, Blender font regular, and maybe you will add another one, Calibri, Comic Sans, Droid, Impact, good old Impact, or maybe even something like this. This looks really good, even though I'm not sure I can read it. I'm sorry, just a second. Here I am. My little boy likes to whistle. Choosing a font is a big deal here. If you're not familiar with fonts, and I even created some, and I do lots of work with fonts. I want to show you something about fonts, and that might be the biggest issue, one of the issues when people work with text. I also have some font manager. I can browse through my fonts quickly. As a designer, it's a must. You just have to be able to browse quickly through your fonts and pick some fonts. I use what is called Fontbase. Picking a font is important because fonts are done in many ways. There are, for example, let me show you the font. There is this website, okay. All these look cool. See, square font. This might be cool. See? Minecrafter. This could be a problem. This one, square font. This one can be nice too. And there is also, sorry for caps lock. There is also Google Fonts. So what is the difference? These are the fonts people make around the world, and most often they are not of good quality, but they are good enough. Google, on the other side, have lots of fonts, and most of them are quality fonts with all the styles and weights and letters. And not just that, font is created with vector drawing vector lines. And let's type an A. Okay, this is a very old professional font called Myriad Pro. I can use bold version, okay. And let's get some font from the font website. I have one. This one looks cool. Let's extract them. Okay, let's delete this. Super Squad italic, Super Squad also italic, Super Squad OTF not italic. Okay, it's quite a good font. I must install it. I will install it just like this. Install. Okay. Now let's see Super Squad. Here it is. Now this is editable font in Adobe Illustrator, but once you type it in Blender and convert it to geometry, it won't be editable anymore. So we will create outlines from that font. And here we are. See, this is professional font, Myriad, and it's created with Bezier lines. And let's see how it's created. Oh, it has, you might think this is one vertex, but actually those are two vertices. There is one here too. Let's see if there is one here. Okay, so far good, so far so good. Let's see this one. This one is okay, also good. I saw worse. I saw when people are creating fonts with 3 or 4 or even dozen vertices to define a corner, and that creates lots of issues in 3D software. Okay, let's go back to our software. Should we use Miride 2? I don't even see it. No. Blender doesn't have browsing with keyboards. It's L M. I wanted to add myriad, but there is no myriad. Okay. We can maybe take our font. Super Squad Italic. Why it has two? It has two of them. And there it is, a font. Now the next thing you would probably like to do is to create a 3D objects of this. And there are a few things you can do in Blender while keeping your font still editable and without going deeper in geometry. And that's extrude. Offset is something different, you don't need offset. And here it is, Blender. I will just rotate this to front view. Okay, origin to geometry. I want it in the center. And there it is, still editable font. You can type. Maybe you can even animate that typing. I think it can do that. Not sure. You can add bones. You can change alignment. But the first thing people are trying to do with this font is, as I saw it, is trying to deform this. We should create geometry out of this, so Alt-C, convert it to mesh. And look at it. And take notes. This is your font, extruded and created, converted to mesh. I'm not sure, do you know what you see or don't? But if you don't know what you see with all these lines, if you don't know, then I'm sure you'll be one of those guys who would like to simple deform this. And then you try to simple deform. Actually, it's acting quite good. You get this, but it's quite good. Maybe this is because of, is this 4 about Blender? No, it's all Blender. Maybe it's the font I picked, but this works very well. We deformed it, but maybe you don't like font to have such sharp lines. I'm not sure. Maybe you would like to bend it other way. Let's see. This is quite good. I think this tutorial doesn't even need to exist anymore. Simple deform works well. But okay, let's try another thing. Let's add more text. There, Blender is the best. I want this in the middle. Let's try to see if there's a bold version of this font. B font, okay, B font. A, B, C, D, there's no A, B, 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 B. Yeah, this is Blender 4. I'll just pick any. Blender is the best. Let's extrude it a bit, not too much. There it is. Oh, I know, easy. I'm actually quite surprised this turned out to be so good. I will convert this also to mesh. Oh, here we go. And then probably the next thing, all Blender loving people will try to use is Bevel. And here we go. My Bevel is not working. My Bevel is not working here too. What is happening? Why is this happening? Well, look at this mesh. This is what I warned you about working with text in Blender. Maybe you would like to bend this backwards. It won't work. Maybe you would like to add bevel to these edges. It won't work. And this one is actually pretty good because it's simple. It's done really good. I accidentally picked this one and it's done really good. Okay, let's turn off this bend and let's try again to do this bevel. We have a good loop. Bevel, no, nothing. It just can't bevel it. Can it bevel here? Oh, not good, right? Now, this is because we used geometry within font itself, and it creates separate objects. And then, even if you connect this, if you put a lot of trouble to connect this, for example, I will just connect this with okay, give me some edge loop, this one and this one, edge, bevel edge loops. Oh, now you will have shading issues. Even if you do this, now you don't have a loop. And again, you try to bevel. Let's see. Bevel works, but I'm not convinced. So, what is that you actually have to do? Let's type that again. Object mode RX90, edit, caps lock Blender. Okay, let's change the font. That font was actually quite okay. I like it now. This is the one. We have this one and we have this one. Super Squad regular, Super Squad regular. What's the difference? Okay. Here it is again. I could maybe add some kerning, character spacing. It's called kerning. And let's leave it. Let's not use this geometry or even this bevel. Let's leave it like this and convert it Alt-C to mesh or to curve. Let's convert it to mesh. And here we go. We have this, I'd say, ugly mesh. The first thing you need to do here is to get rid of these edges that Blender tried. Oh, no, not allowed. That Blender needs to add so it can create you an object. What you have to do is doing this alone. What you have to do, as with all geometry, is to make nice topology. We will delete this. This, so, oh, again, why it's not working? Should I delete the edge? Okay. We have some unwanted vertices. Okay, I will merge this to F. This is what you basically have to do. You have to recreate a good topology for your font. Once you do that, and it's not an easy task, and for this font, for this particular font, it will be easy. For this particular font, it will be easy because this font is quite simple. Let's get rid of these edges now. We don't need them. Maybe we need this one. Okay, wait. Dissolve. Dissolve. No, not dissolve. Dissolve, dissolve. I use knife tool extensively here. It does a good job. I could maybe do this and get myself two quads here. We have two triangles. I'm fine with that. Let's see if there are. I'm sure there should be. We don't need this edge. No, this edge too. This will be perfect quad. Okay, I will also create a face for this and cut one more line here, and then I can merge these into one quad. Loose vertices, dissolve them, and here it is. Oh, it's Relander. Sorry. Let's see where that line was. I deleted. It's not Relander, it's Blender. There it is. No. Blender. One more cut to go here, and now we have good topology for letter B. Let me just type U again. Which one? This one. RX90, edit, B, okay, convert it to mesh. So look, edit. Look at this one and look at this one. This is the cause of all your issues and troubles when you work with text in Blender. This guy here will subdivide completely normal. Let's subdivide. See, and this guy here will lose its mind. And in essence, that's how you should work with text in Blender. Sometimes that means you will need to redo all your fonts, all your letters. Some fonts can be really tricky with hidden traps you are not aware of. Some fonts can have dozens of vertices in corners, and some fonts like this one are created with hundreds of vertices to have this nice curved shape. And this is a good font if you use it for print, but it's not good font when you want to do something with it in Blender in 3D. What to do in this case? Well, what to do? We know Blender has really good drawing tools. I like single vertex. Here it is, single vertex. Single vertex. And you may recreate this where is it? My single vert. What did I move? Edit mode, extrude. No, my single vert is nowhere to be seen. Okay, let me add another single vert. What you can do? You can try making this letter in Blender with Blender tools in mind. In this case, I'm sorry. Let me try to draw this with Blender tools. Let's use a curve. Let's use a single point again. I like working with single point. You just need to move from 2D to 3D. Start extruding it. I wrote to Blender guys that it would be much better for this tool to become a completely regular drawing tool. I want to move it like this so I can see it up front. Now, you can maybe try using this Bezier curves to create a complete new letter, but then again you will end with a too detailed curve to work with 3D objects. I will explain you. Let me draw this. Extrude. By the way, you can see how I'm drawing. I like vector lines, so like this. Extrude, 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 extrude. And connect this at the end. I will duplicate this and later I will explain you why I did it. Okay, So we can maybe try to draw our detailed line. Automatic. Automatic. You see, I'm maybe quite good with this. I work for a long time with Bezier curves. I think I need one more point here. Bezier curves are super powerful tools. You can define even most complex shapes. What you do basically is tracing this. Again, we need one more here. Let's create this automatic. That means these tangents will extend evenly on both sides. You won't have that sharp Okay, let's say this is good. So we drew completely new letter. We don't like this. We thought maybe we could do this. Is this better? Yes. But in essence, it's the same thing. Because once you convert this to mesh, you get these thousands of vertices again. Let's undo. Will maybe it extrudes differently. Okay, cool. Fill caps, no, that's bevel. It's probably something about orientation, but this is cool effect. Nice? No, not nice. Sometimes you will get better results than from just using your font. Now I duplicate this. I'm not actually sure I'm going to make it. I want all these to be vectors, so just sharp angles, nothing more. And now I will try something different. I need more. Subdivide. I think there should be tool just add, click and add. Maybe there is. Just click and add a vertex and vertices where you want. I wrote to Blender ideas about that. I don't think they understood it well. Now what is this? Now we don't have curved lines, we have just flat lines. We are practically using subdivision method of modeling. We will turn this into mesh. Okay, turn it, no, exit mode, turn it to mesh. Cool, no issues there. Now this is a mesh. We are in edit mode. Let's cut it. Let's make it logical. It's like doesn't want to be cut. It doesn't connect to vertices. Okay, then select all, press F to fill it. Now it will cut. Sorry. We don't need triangles. So one more subdivision here. Now this is rough blocking, I would call it. Rough blocking of something that is fairly rounded. Definitely one more cut here. Maybe one more cut here. Okay, let's go into edit mode, extrude this and apply subdivision surface. Ooh, it's a cool effect, right? It's like some wiggly worm. If we turn shade auto smooth, you can see how good it smooths. Now let's try this. We have nice loops. So what we can do here, first thing, we could add crease. Okay, that's a nice crease, but professionals will tell you, please don't use crease. Crease creates lots of issues. And then you ask, how How can I then make edge sharp if I don't use crease? You can with offset edge slide. Maybe not like this. Maybe you can even do it with bevel, which is basically the same. You can leave crease there if you're satisfied with results. This surface need one more edge slide to support this. Maybe I can even inset it. No. Let's see. Edge slide. Look how nice this edge is. Okay, let's maybe we have subdivision. It's subdivided. That's it. Can we subdivide this guy here? Let's see. I'll duplicate this and hide it, and I will delete. No, maybe I don't need to, but I will anyway. Control R. It's just this surface because it's extruded with extrusion from text. It's just this surface. Okay, let's use this one, the one we draw, the nice one. The nice one, I told you, you will have the same issues if we convert it to mesh. Edit mode, all, extrude. It extrudes much nicely. It's more, how can I say? It's better mesh than the one you used with geometry option in tool. But let's bend this. Can we bend this one? Simple deform. Oh, look how cool it bends. Look. It deforms perfectly. So maybe you would like your fonts to do this. This one. Simple deform. This one is not so bad actually, but that's the one I draw. But this one is better, you will admit. And that's how you work with text in Blender. Now you have this letter with really good topology. It can react to your effects. It can you can add waves to it. Let's see. Wave. Where is my warp wave? Maybe I don't quite understand waves here. Maybe it's too big, not sure. The thing is, we have just this letter S here. But words are not written with one letter. Let's oh, we didn't bevel it. We can bevel this. I think this one will bevel not nice until some point, and this one, this guy can't bevel at all because it's made, how we said, it's created with extrude I'm selecting those. It's created with extrude tool in text properties, extrude geometry. Can we extrude it in edit mode? I think we can. There. Now, will bevel work now? No. Will our bevel work? Maybe. But can you actually select your edges to bevel? See, these are not even loops. And this comes from, this is result from really, sorry, from really good looking professional font. That's why it's so detailed. That's why these are so nicely curved and detailed. We could maybe work a little more on our font. See how weird behaves. I'm sure with this technique, classic subdivision modeling, you could probably recreate any possible font there is. Okay, we will hide this. We will origin to geometry. It's not quite in geometry, right? Why is that? Let me try again. Origin to geometry. No. Now it counts the geometry. Okay, this is somewhere in the middle. So in this case, I have some issues here. Why is that? Maybe double face. Let me undo this and check it again. Yes, this is double face. Delete this face. We want cool topology for this one. Now it's better. Sorry. So bend works, right? Let me try the origin to geometry again. No, it doesn't work. Okay, we will use simple Shift A, add empty plane axis. No, Shift S, cursor to world origin, and our plane axis in world origin, and we will use our bend tool again. Simple deform, bend by Z, and please use Now what? Okay, another case. Another case, how bad topology affects your text, your 3D text. B, I created alone. Okay, it has one issue here. Maybe this is double edge or something. I will check it out. This is not so bad. Actually, let's see what happens if I rotate this. Yes. This time we did good. Maybe some issues here, some here. My B is perfect, you see, because it has a nice topology. You can create that same topology on all letters as I showed you, and then you will have this perfect deformation. What we didn't tried, and yes, we didn't do that, and that's the next step in working with text. Once you have your text all nice and cool, you would probably want to add some material to it, and then you will have issues again. If you just use color, simple color, no issues, okay. But then what if you would like to paint something on your text? I don't know, maybe torn edges. Oh, we didn't cover that you won't be able to bevel this. There is something suspicious here. Are these? Yes, they are. Yeah. This one, no. This one, no. Dissolve edges. Oh, okay, delete edges. X. Delete edges. Only way to be sure. Oh, we have some inside geometry. That's not good. We don't need. Delete those faces. We probably have. It's the same. It's like double, but it's not. Okay, what is going on? These. Let's merge these vertices. Okay, I think this is now okay. We just need to create faces. Right. Delete that vertex. Now we have a hole here. Okay, we will connect this. So practically this is custom created font. I'm not sure why we don't have a full loop. Why it's broken? But is our bevel working? Ah, we have more of these guys. Okay. Where is that? Maybe double edge? No. Okay, inside geometry. That's something we don't want. What is there inside geometry? No. It's just normals we calculate outside. Ah, here we go. So why I can't have this loop again? This one I can have. This here is broken loop. Okay, I understand. There are triangles here. Bevel. Yeah, our bevel is working nice. Good luck beveling default object you got from font. Maybe you can get around, but what I can promise with this kind of mesh versus this kind of mesh, or call it topology, is lots of problems down the road. And first problem I was started talking about, but then went to bevel subject, is what if you need to UV map this? UV map of this B letter good and nicely. We have some triangles here, especially after bevel, but all these could be sorted out really quickly. Maybe this one too. Maybe this goes. No, no, yes, no, here. Let's see. No, it's not good. Maybe we could create a nicer loop around here. One loop that will go like this. When people say loop, this is what they meant. Dissolve edge. Let's check if there is some vertices. No. Now this is much better, okay? You can live with few triangles, but not with hundreds of them, like here or here. And then if you want to create, I will separate this UV map for this letter, because you want to paint, you want to add some scratched edges, scratched paint with metal shining below that paint. You would probably want to UV map this properly. To do that, you will probably need to unwrap it well. Maybe something like this. Oh, we have loop here. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. UV. I will mark these seams. I'm not even sure if these are good, but let's see. UV unwrap. No, this is not good way to unwrap this. UV cube. Also, again, not good. This is front side, this is back side. Let me think for a while how to unwrap this clear seam. Okay, I want definitely this. Oh, I know. Clear seam. Let's maybe apply transforms if there are any. I think there are no. I want seam here, not here, seam here. So this guy will just fall down. I want seam here. Okay, we are unpacking this like it's some paper box or something. We don't need this seam. Let's try it now. UV unwrap. Why is it behaving like this? What is this? This is weird. This is completely weird. Oh, is it because of this? Ah, yes. And here we go. These are nice UVs. I could maybe do better job trying to find where to cut, where to add edges, but let's do this guy. Okay, let's do this guy. We will also separate it and to work on it alone. UV, select all, UV, smart UV project. Not so bad, but you will have troubles with polygons. I will be able to paint my bee I created much more nicely. Of course, you can always use UV. Where is it? UV, no, sorry. Project from view. But then you won't have this. That means that just you will be just this flat surface and you won't have these sides to work with. That's it so far. Working with text. Let's try one more time, but we can't. I want, but we can't. I need to do all these selections in effort to try to find will bevel work good. No loops, but honestly even my model has a broken loop. If you just apply bevel modifier on a whole object, you will get bevels everywhere. I never do that unless I need it like that. See how much harder it is to select these edges. Okay, do we have them all? We have one more one we don't need. Let's try bevel. Somewhere it works well, somewhere not so well, like here and here. And I think you understand now the benefits of good topology you must achieve alone when you work with text. If you want your text to do all kinds of good tricks. If not, if you don't want to learn this, if you want to try by force, if you want to just type your text, I don't need anything, any of this. I will type my text, I will extrude it, and it will be good, it won't be good. You will try to do more with it, and at the end you will ask for help on Reddit. Where's the light? Let me see. Other thing is that this may look good to you, but this is actually these are artifacts from bad topology. That's it. I hope you learned something. I hope you realize where you made mistakes when working with text in Blender, and I hope you now know what you have to do to get your text being looking good and rendering good and modifying in a good way. This was it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will have more of these in the future. Bye.